Welcome to a special post-game programme following Sunderland's game against Queen's Park Rangers here at the Stadium of Light. And we've got to draw in a deep breath, really, Danny, as we start the post-game programme, because it's quite unexpected what we saw in the final 10-15 minutes of that game, including a goal from their goalkeeper to equalise things.
Yeah, it was. I think, if we're looking over the game as a whole, I thought first half, excellent. Some of the best football we've played for a while. On the front foot, link-up play was excellent, individuals and as a collective. And we go in 2-0 at half-time. Come out second half, bit of a Coventry feel about it for me. We dropped off a little bit. You'd expect QPR to come back into the game and have a bit of a spell, and they did. I think Tyler Roberts came on, didn't he? Give them a little bit of an injection. He was quite lively, got a couple of shots away. But then it felt like we rode out there sort of storm, really, without Patterson being too busy.
And you say getting a couple of shots away. Like you say, Patterson wasn't really troubled until that point.
No, and then obviously they get the one from the free kick, don't they? And then naturally you get a little bit nervy coming into the last few minutes of the game. They've made a lot of substitutions. We did as well. But unfortunately, it comes from second phrase from that corner. Credit to the goalkeeper. He's got himself in the box and glanced it into the top corner. It's a sickener, isn't it? You're at home, you're 2-0 up, you've played really well in that first 45 minutes. Can you see the game through? Unfortunately, we couldn't hold on.
Yeah, Sani Dieng will get all the headlines from today's game, but it was, that doesn't tell the full story. For large periods of the game, Sunderland were very much in control, weren't they?
We were, yeah, and I thought it was quite open in that first half. We said after 5 minutes, didn't we, watching it up there, bit of a basketball game, and they were happy for us to have the ball. They fancied it on the counter-attack. I think they had that one good chance with Adoma, just couldn't get over the top of the ball. But in general, we bossed that first half. I thought Corey Evans was excellent. Dan Neil in the middle of the park, ran the show really. And then, Pritchard, the two up top, both on the score sheet again. It was an excellent 45 minutes of football. You're 2-0 up. You always got that worry about coming out for the second half. Just sit off, or do you go and try and get that third goal, put the game to bed? And unfortunately, we were getting a little bit deep. We couldn't get Ross into the game. Sims comes off. I think it was on the hour mark. We tried to change it, but you've got to give credit to QPR. It's very rare you're going to dominate a game for 90 minutes and you expect them to have some possession and to get back into the game. And they did look a threat. Sinclair Armstrong was come on as well later on. I think it was Tyler Roberts who drove forward, won the free kick. Elias Chair, lovely one into the top corner, wasn't it? Pato on the stretch, couldn't quite get the hand onto it. And then, as you say, there it's at 2-1. Then you're nervy. The gaffer brings a couple of substitutes on to try and see the game through, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be.
Let's have a look through the highlights then. We can talk over the action. 4 goals in the game this afternoon. It was like you say, a great first 45 from Sunderland. Ellis Sims involved as well as Ross Stewart with the goals in the first half. But Alex Pritchard again proving his worth.
It wasn't. That's the link-up play there between the two front men as well. I think there was a few passes before that one got out to Alex Pritchard. He stands the ball up, doesn't he? See it there. There's Ross peeling on the centre half. Just gets up well, cushions it down for Ellis. Gets the strike away. Doesn't maybe catch it as clean as he can, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. But that was the sort of sign of things to come in that first half. But here's that. I think there's that chance there. He's free at the far post, and you see how disappointed. Doesn't time his jump well, and thankfully from our point of view, it's up and over the top of the crossbar. But in that first half, they didn't really offer too much going forward, QPR. But that was a big chance for them there. And here's the first goal. I think it is now. Out to Jack Clark on that left-hand side, back into Pritchard. He's looking for an opening, and it's quite clever from Dan Neil. It's a firm side foot finish, isn't it? Looking for that bottom corner. The keeper parries it, and that's what you want with your striker there. He's on the move. Centre halves are coming away from goal, but Ross following things in. And I say keeper there, good hand there, but from our point of view, Ross is on the march, isn't he? And just tucks that one away and carries on from where he left off last week at Bristol City.
Yeah, there was an early incident as well where Sunderland lost Dan Ballard. We don't know how bad that injury is as it stands, but it certainly wasn't good for the squad to lose a player like Dan. But Luke O'Nien came on early on, didn't he? And did a job at the back.
I think Luke was excellent actually when he came on. And as I say with Dan Ballard, we haven't seen it back, but we're hoping it's not too bad. Maybe it's ligaments, but we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Corey fancying another volley on the drop.
He's had a couple of those. He had one last week, didn't he? Just mopping things up on that second phase ball coming out from the corner, and he catches it quite well. And as I say, Corey overall for me was excellent. Arguably our man of the match for me today.
Patterson really commanded his area in the first half as well.
He did, yeah. Bodies in and around him there, big and strong. As I say, what you want your goalkeeper, those balls coming in, and he comes out and plucks that one out the sky well. And that one there, it's a half chance, isn't it, for Dykes? Ball whipped in. He's on the stretch. Can't get a good purchase on the ball really. It's comfortable for Pato. And there we go, is that one just coming up to half time now, back into his path. Thought the centre half was going to come across, doesn't really get a challenge in, but credit to him, he maybe takes a touch away, he brings it down. There's Pritchard coming into it, just in behind him. I think the defender tackles it into his path there, but it's a lovely finish, isn't it, just across the goalkeeper. See it from this angle, it is, it's the midfielder, isn't it, makes the challenge there, plays it back into Sims, and then he's asking for it, just threaded into behind, in between the centre half and the full back, out of his feet. Full back coming across, doesn't really make a challenge, could have got the slide in, but he doesn't. See there.
Yeah, regardless of the result, Danny, the forwards have scored again.
It is, isn't it? What's that? 5 goals in 2 games for the two of them. So yeah, that's credit. And we said before the game, when they're on the game, when they fancy it, they put themselves about, and they're going to be an issue for defences this season. This was a clever one from QPR. Well worked free kick. Big centre half up from the back, isn't it?
Yep.
And then he just can't guide it there. I think Pato's maybe beat it. He's given it that one that he thinks he's got it covered, but I think if that's on target, just sneaking inside that post, I think he might be beat there, but it's a little warning sign for us.
Here we go then into the second half.
Yeah, and I just felt they were bright there.
Is that a pen for you?
No. Corey Evans does well. He gets his body across him. You see it better from this angle there. See, he gets the tackling, just has a little pull back at him, doesn't he? And again, just see, this is where QPR, they're just coming into the game now. They've made that change. They said with Tyler Roberts, he had a couple of
slashes at it.
Yeah,
like that,
he did. Yeah, as well. That's the full back up from that one, isn't it? But in general, he was the one that came on, and that's what you want. You want subs to come off the bench and to have an effect on the game. That's what he did for them. He got them going. He's disappointed with that one there. I think you can see his reaction. He can go either side, doesn't he? And this is a great angle to have a look back at it. Just into his path, tries to reverse it, and then Pato's going the other way, and he just pulls it past the post. A let off for us. And then Patrick Roberts has come on now, isn't he? Driving in. You see this one just opens up, what he wants to do. Coming on that left foot. Doesn't maybe get the power he's looking for there. Patrick trying to find that far corner. Yeah, just drags it, doesn't he? And it's an easy one for the goalkeeper. And this is QPR now on the attack. It's a little bit ambitious, isn't it? Coming out to him there, the skipper. Up and over the top of the crossbar. But it was quite an open game in general, wasn't it? First half was quite open, and that second half was as well.
Just couldn't take the first ball there.
Yeah, if he takes it forward, and again maybe looks closer from this angle than what it perhaps was if we see it from behind. Yeah, see this one. You see what he's looking for, Pat. Just trying to clip it into that top left corner. And this is the one leading up to the goal now. And as I say, there's Roberts. Is it driving with that ball there? He's not happy. Gives Linden a shove. Linden goes in the book, and it's one there where Linden feels he has to make it. He's quick and he's strong. Yeah. It's a combination of the two of the lads, isn't it? But Linden goes in the book. And there's Elias Cherry, who I thought was quiet really all afternoon. And I said before the game, he's their man that gets them playing really. For us, what we see Alex Pritchard doing week in, week out, but he was quiet, but given that one opportunity, does it? No, it's up and over.
We thought at the time it's a beautiful free kick, isn't it?
It is, yeah, up and over. And you see there, Pato trying to get across, can get half a glove on it, but can't get a full tip on it to get it up and over round the post there.
That was about in the 87th minute, and then they just kept on coming forward.
Yeah, this one here again, they were driving forward. I think it was Sinclair Armstrong who came off the bench as well, big, powerful, just driving in there. And it's a good save from Pato. You can see the two in the middle asking for it to be pulled back.
What about this? You don't see this every week, do you?
Yeah. It's that second phase. Pato comes. there's a lot of bodies in there. He's never going to get there, and the keeper just loops the header, doesn't he? Up and over him into that top corner. You see, and it's a sickener, isn't it? As I say, yeah, from being 2-0 up at home, relatively comfortable for 75 minutes of that game. And then this one here, yeah, we forget about this one. Chance to win it. Comes out to Embo off the bench. Underside of the crossbar and out there. And it goes behind for the corner.
It doesn't get any closer than that.
Good save, that one from the keeper.
You haven't got goal line, but...
Yeah, I think does it come off the underside of the goalkeeper? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's nowhere near over, is it?
Yeah, as you say, a bit of a sickener, an odd one to take for the lads in there. It's going to be hard for them to... Well, first of all, how do you think Alex Neil feels about that?
Well, he'll be wounded in there, won't he? I keep going over it. You're at home. You're 2-0 up, fairly comfortable. Yes, QPR did come back into the game, but I think you'd be disappointed the way we managed the game, maybe. You can say that one. They've got a few set plays. They come on with a bit of pace up top. And, for a goalkeeper to come up, and you see it rarely, don't you? I think it was Alisson, was it last season, against West Brom for Liverpool, and it happens. Pumi, all those years ago for us at Derby. But you've got to take it. It's a signal. I think we haven't seen the table, but probably top of the table. 3 games in. And just late on in the game there to throw 2 points away, it's not a good one to take.
However, said that, Sunderland are still undefeated in the league, in the Championship, their first time in here for 4 seasons or so. Also, a good first 45 and possibly more.
Yeah.
Alex Neil can take a lot of positives from today.
Well, I think it was, and I've said it before, not just individuals. You could go through the teams as individuals. Some tidy play out there today from some of the boys. I thought midfield, especially the 2 in there, obviously pitched just in front of Dan Neil and Corey Evans, but I thought Corey was the one who shone for me, picking up a lot of loose balls, a few of those flicks over, a few olays, and comfortable on the ball, and he was driving us forward and ticking us over. And Dan as well looked like he enjoyed himself out there. Luke O'Nien, I thought, come on, played at centre half, a couple of different positions, that right centre half of the back 3 in the first half as well. And then up the top, the 2 lads getting on the score sheet again. So there's a lot of individual positives and as a collective as well. But looking at the 90 minutes, it takes a bit of the gloss off it, really, doesn't it, when you see the results, 3 points in the grasp of our hand and then it's gone.
All right, Danny, thanks for your thoughts this afternoon. We will be back for another programme here for SAFC very soon. And remember, if you want to see more content, head over to safc.com. We'll see you soon. Thank you.